And we're back.
And we're back. Did we have a subject before we cut off there?
Yeah, we just didn't talk for a while.
Oh yeah, that's what we were going to say. Sorry if there's like a minute worth of silence, but this is as we said earlier, this is probably as live as it gets. You know, I'm sitting here now working on some college stuff. Well, you know, Chance on MSN and Alex is sort of the main guy playing Mirror's Edge. I've sort of invaded your thing, haven't I?
I don't mind because when I was doing my one of Shadow Complex, there was a lot of talking in it from the gameplay, so I had a lot of stuff to kind of go off about. But with this, there's not really much talking, just the main character grunting every now and again.
Yeah.
So there's not really much I can say about it.
Yeah, there's a lady you plays her, and she kind of jumps about. And that's Mirror's Edge. That's my review of it. For the full review, my written review, you can check that out at the website that we don't currently have.
Oh! Bollocks! Huh?
So yeah, this could be another silence.
I don't know, I've just stumbled into a very clean-looking laboratory kind of place.
It's now at the point where it's 1:45 in the morning. And,
Okay.
I mentioned earlier what are we doing We're Lives, and this is it. And now we're sharing it with people on the internet.
Actually, I'm going to watch this because this looks quite interesting.
Oh.
I love it in these games. If someone's running in and trying to hack into a mainframe kind of thing, they instantly know what to type.
Yeah, it's like that in movies though, isn't it? You get these guys who type faster on keyboards than is humanly possible. Like, the thing that really confuses me is hacking mini-games.
Yeah.
Like, they give you like a little mini-game as if to suggest that, you are actually actively involved in doing this, but it's so simple that I sort of think to myself sometimes, you do the mini-game, but have something else on the screen that looks like they're doing something more complicated, you know what I mean? Like...
I mean, what was it? Bioshock. Steam-powered turrets that can differentiate between enemies and allies. And how did you hack it? Pipes.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm trying to think sort of examples I've played recently. But I'm thinking like make the actual main character look like he or she is doing something more complicated than what you're doing, because what you're doing is like it's something I've seen hacking mini games. I'd probably be right in saying where it's like you need to match up things that look like that little old game of where it's like a cut where all the cards are flipped round one way.
Yeah, and memory game.
Yeah, you're timed. Like I've actually seen memory games sort of hacking mini games. So make it look like your guy's doing something more complicated while you make the red button green. Because it's become quite a popular game mechanic now, hasn't it? Hacking mini games.
Yeah. It's become something quite regular in most games now.
But yeah. There's a conversation. What's regular in most games these days? Regenerating health.
Oh god. It's the same as this. You get shot, you run around after being shot, and you feel better.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what? You know what gets me? Survival horror games regenerating health.
Talking of survival horror games, you know how in did you ever play Resident Evil 1?
Yes.
You know how people got bit and they become zombies?
Yeah.
The T-virus spreads. If you get the slightest part of the T-virus in you, you're fucked, basically.
Yeah.
So how come the main characters got bit so many times, and they just had a herb, and they're fine?
Yeah, what always got me is the herb you still get in Resident Evil games. I don't know if they try and came out with that nowadays, if they get away with that. I think that like the actual herb, like a plant making you feel better, is a little dodgy these days. Um, I don't know if that was like something they introduced nowadays, because I mean, people complain about anything. Um, some of the things that are complained about these days are ridiculous, and I can imagine if they brought out a game nowadays where a herb or a plant, like regenerated your health, then
Um,
someone would say something.
You by the tracks. Hitch a ride, girl. You by the tracks. Hitch a ride, girl. Nice work. Look, I'm gonna try and get the word out on the network about Icarus. Warn the other runners.
Do it. I'm going after that guy.
Sounds like it's time for a little stowaway action phase. Quick, before it goes.
What the hell is in this boat anyway?
No idea. Could be munitions, I guess. Might be to do with this Project Icarus. Look, head straight for the deck if that's where you saw this guy. Once you found your killer, get some answers and get out fast. Lots of blue traffic in the area, so get ready for a fight.
As we've said, we will, come round to everyone who leaves us a comment. We'll personally come round to your house at our own expense, no matter where you live, and we will respond to your comment personally via Puppet Show. I hope this is not the first video of ours you've watched. Otherwise, you'll be completely confused. In a previous video, we discussed the Puppet Show. Please watch. I think probably at the not in terms of, because we were discussing earlier people who are famous on YouTube, and they it can seem a bit weird how they always say, please comment, please subscribe. I don't mean this from a sort of desperate sounding standpoint. I mean this from us not looking like we're mental standpoint. Please watch all of the videos. Please don't just watch one. Just don't pick, if you find yourself, in this video, please watch number 1 and watch them all the way through. Otherwise, we're going to look mental.
We're actually very, very... Yeah.
Please watch them all. Just sort of what I'm saying. Otherwise, we'll look crazy. And if you feel you've watched them all and you want to thumbs us down or not subscribe, absolutely, I'm just saying watch them all. Otherwise, we just look worse than we already do right now.
If this is what we're like now, just wait until we get further into the series and further into this whole project.
Yeah. I don't know if we actually, I can't remember, for some reason I've got our actual real life conversations confused and conversations we've had in this past 2 hours or whatever, or 3 hours. I said something I said something to you earlier about, it was downhill to begin with and it keeps going downhill. When have we ever seen the top of the hill? So yeah, that's probably how this is going to go. In an optimistic way, though.
Right. I'm just gonna try and get along here first. Basically, people who've been following us from the beginning of this video. This whole section of Mirror's Edge with me and Dan, we have been recording all in one night, and I think since it's just about hit the 15-minute mark, this is going to be the last of the videos of this one recording session. So I don't know if Dan will be with me in the next load, but I'm just saying, if you've been watching and then Dan just suddenly disappears, that's why. It's because we're going into a different section. And now that I've got to this point, I think this will be a good place to go and cut off. Mainly because it's somewhere nice and safe.
Yeah. How long do we have on the timer?
10 minutes. 10 seconds.
10 seconds. So thanks for watching. We love you all.
And tune in again.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, bye.